Hello everybody. I just want to let you know, since this is my first ever time doing this, The Walking Dead What Ifs. Um, hopefully you like it. Anyways, let's get on to the video. And if you want more, comment down below and tell me which one I should do next, and I'll try to do it. Anyways, enjoy the video. Oh yeah, sorry guys, I forgot to tell you. Uh, you won't. It'll just be a black screen maybe if I actually make a Google slide. I don't know. But anyways, I'm gonna make a Google slide and I'll be right back. Before I start the Google slide, just know after I show this one particular thingy, just know that it will just be a black screen and just me talking. So, cause like, yeah, I don't know how to do all this fancy crap, how like other do it, like how other people do it, like Electro Storm and stuff. Anyways, there might be gameplay in the background. I don't know. Um. Anyways, let's get on to the video. What if Duck and Clem were smarter? Now, in particular, I just want you guys to know that if Duck and Clem were smarter, they wouldn't have, you know, have Duck wouldn't have died, and Lee might have not died because of Clementine already knowing how to like protect herself. So let's start off back at where Lee found Clementine. So whenever Lee met Clem, he started to figure out that everything that has been happening, there's been zombies. So he he ran up the hill, found some fence, jumped it, then he heard noises coming from inside the treehouse. Sorry. Anyways, he heard noises coming inside the treehouse. He told whatever's in there to come out. So Clementine came out and told Lee, her name was Clementine. Lee introduced himself, and Clementine told him about the zombie apocalypse. Her already having a gun, uh, she has she was like kind of scared and pointed the gun at Lee. He told her to put the gun down as he was no threat to her, and then they left, finding Sean and Chet. I think his name is Chet. Anyways, they helped him. They helped them take down the car. He was kind of mad for Chet not helping, looking. Anyways, they all ran in. They got back to Herschel's farm, where Herschel patched up Lee's leg and told him to go sleep in the barn with Clem. So they went into the barn, finding Duck, Kenny, and Katja doing some work around the house. Or the barn. Sorry. Anyways. And since they were working around the barn, they saw Lee and Clem just staring at them, not knowing what they were doing. They introduced themselves as Clem started to like Duck. Duck didn't know what that meant. Anyways, as Kenny and Lee started interacting, Katja started to go over to the kids and calm them down and brought them some stuff to do. And after that, Kenny got mad at Herschel for having them sleep in the barn, as they thought they were going to sleep in the house, as Herschel promised them. They all planned that they left in the morning, but then Sean asked Lee and Kenny to go help with the fences. So they went off. They went to the fence. They started working on it. Duck was a little suspicious, so he just sat down with Clem behind a tree. And now, since Duck wouldn't be on the tractor as he would be wanting to know Clem more, Sean wouldn't have gotten bit, so Herschel would let them stay. But as soon as walkers came, Lee ran over to Sean, killed the walkers, helped him up, and Herschel was glad that his son didn't die, and thanked Lee to go over to the barn. So Sean went inside the house with his dad as Lee and Kenny started to go back to the car. What? The truck. They suddenly got it working. Everyone was so happy except for Herschel. He tried having them stay as prisoners and workers around the farm. Herschel then punched Lee, having Lee hit the car as he already hit the counter in Clem's house. No, I'm joking. Anyways, he hit the car. He woke up inside the truck. Into Lee's surprise, they saved him. Clem and Lee were in the truck with Katja, Duck, and Kenny. And Lee asked, "Where's Herschel and Sean?" Kenny said, "As soon as Herschel punched you, he tried dragging you back into the barn and tying you up, but I ran inside and helped you." and I punched Herschel onto the ground and stabbed him with a pickaxe. No, pitchfork, sorry. Lee was Lee was like shocked as he killed Herschel and Sean. Well, Herschel. But they made it to Macon where they like ran over to the drugstore. They knocked on the door as people the Lily, Larry, and Carly went out and let them in. Larry was kind of mad for having them bring new people in, but Kenny just said, "You better be glad, as we have food." As he and then as he stole food from Herschel's farm before leaving. So Larry let them in, welcomed them. Clem and Duck went behind the counter talking and getting a little more closer, as Katja watched Duck just in case something got out of hand. Larry started to fight with Kenny as the Lee backed them up, almost punching the guy, but he just pushed him back. And without Clem and Duck going into the restroom and not being as smart and literally cannot hold it, the zombie wouldn't have gotten out and would have just stayed in the stall. Well, in the bath. Then, surprisingly, Clem kissed Duck. Okay, listen, if y'all don't share for Clem and Duck, I would suggest well, leaving the video. But anyways, back to the video. Lee was surprised at first, but was very happy for Clementine. Katja laughed and giggled as Clem kissed Duck. And Duck was shocked as he just sat behind the counter blushing. Now back to Lily. She grabbed her dad by the arm, or the shoulder, and stopped him before he got a heart attack. He stopped, but he was really, really mad. So he just went over there, sat down. Lee went to go talk to Carly, asking her about anything about the radio. She said that she was having a little crush on Doug, as Doug was watching the windows. And as Doug was watching the windows, Doug ran, walked over to Lee and said, "Hey Lee, can you help me out and check out outside and stuff? Get the keys to the pharmacy." And so Lee went outside with Doug, and they broke the lock. But since since can't talk, sorry guys. Since Lee, since Doug and the others already got the remote from the back room, Doug just fiddled around with it and turned on the thing. It turned on the TV across from there, distracting the walkers as Lee's brother would have never died. He was thankful that Lee came back for him and saved them. They ran over there as they broke the window of TVs with a brick. They ran over there, got him up, and told him to go inside of the uh, drugstore. They got the keys from him. They opened the pharmacy and they got medicine for Larry. Now Lily was super duper thankful as they wouldn't have gotten in there without Lee and his brother. They got all the meds in there, and after that, after that, they went over to the motel and found Narvi. Back to Clem and Duck. As Duck and Clem were sort of being kids and joking around, Katja asked them to go with Lee and Kenny and Doug and Carly. So they went with them as a Blacker was about to catch up on Lee. Clem shot it, saving Lee's life. And since Duck might not die in season 1, he might die in 2, as this story is unfinished. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this little talk over. Anyways, that this will be the end for this exact video. Part 2 will be out shortly. Hope you enjoyed, and that's part 1 of Clem and Duck. They were smarter.